Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Steven here today, or Super Bruce 91, and today the new DLC Uprising came out for the Xbox 360 on Black Ops 2, and I made sure I got it rather early this morning when I woke up for school, and I played about 2 matches early this morning around 5:30, 6 o'clock, and surprisingly my first 2 games I got a lodestar, so this was like my second game on Black Ops 2 this morning. This map is Encore. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on the DLC maps, as I've pretty much played everything that there is to be played in this DLC pack. So, the first map that I'm going to be talking about is this one. This map is called Encore. I had pretty low expectations for this map coming into it, but after actually playing maybe 3 or 4 total matches on this map, I realized it's actually not too bad. In the actual reveal for the map Encore, they said that it'll be a fight for the stage. I wouldn't exactly say this map is a fight for the stage. If you stick to the edges of the map a lot, then you're gonna have some pretty good success. But if you stick to like the middle of the map, it can be pretty easy to get killed because many people like going, especially on the first day, to the middle of the map. I stuck around the middle part of the map just because I didn't really know what I was doing this first gameplay. But overall, sticking to the edge of the map will definitely benefit you when it comes to playing this map. I kind of like this map because it kind of brings back a Liberation from MW3 type of feel to it. The colors are nice. I think that the overall map design works very well. I mean, I haven't had too many like really overpowered spots that I've seen out of this map. So overall, I really like this map. I mean, the spawn system's not too bad. Overall, the map plays well. It's a very fast-paced, usually close quarters combat. So overall, Encore, definitely one of my favorite maps, one of the new maps in this DLC. Now the next one I'm going to get to is Studio. This map really does not need too much explaining. It is firing range from the first Black Ops game, only that they gave it a more modern look. Not really modern, but it's just been tweaked visually. It just looks a lot different. It's a Hollywood set, and the map plays like firing range. If you like firing range from Black Ops 1, there should be no reason why you don't like this new reimagination of firing range. It plays exactly the same, and when I played it this morning, it was pretty fast paced, and it was played just like it was in Black Ops 1. So overall, Studio, I mean, it's a great map. I mean, firing range without a doubt was one of the fan favorites from the original Black Ops. So you really can't go wrong with Studio, and I don't think many people don't like that map because mostly everyone knows what that map is. So Studio, definitely, I mean, no doubt about it, hands down, before the DLC came out, this is a great map, and it still works on Black Ops 2. That was one of the things. Nuketown 2025 doesn't really work for me on this game, but firing range I feel works very well with this game. So definitely a very good map they released, and I overall like it a lot. I mean, it's really fun to play on still, even though the map's like 2 years old now. It's still really fun to play on. So the next map is, this is when it starts going downhill a little bit, is downhill, first DLC map. The next map is Magma. Now, I actually had really high hopes for this map. I was getting really excited for this DLC map because it introduced lava. I mean, that just sounds like a really cool aspect, doesn't it? So I decided that I would get really excited for it, but come release day, it's actually not too fun. This map is very scattered with its goals. You can pretty much be a sniper at some points of the map. You can be an SMG person. You can be an assault rifle. It really caters to all playstyles, but it's very strange because some parts of the map, the long range way outweighs the short range because they will have huge line of sights like across a huge pit of lava that pretty much people can snipe you from. So the map overall, its flow, like the way the map plays, doesn't really suit this game very well, I don't think. But overall, I just don't think that the map really works well with Black Ops 2. The combinations of guns and where they position sniper spots and vantage points really don't work well together because, you know, you may have some, I guess you could say, vantage points that overlook an entire strip of the map that caters to the SMG players, and the SMG players have no chance of killing those players with the snipers. So the snipers and the long range people will really feed off of the people who like using the close quarters weapons. I feel like the close quarters areas of this map are really, like, they're not put out well because you're exposed to so many different sniping spots. It's just not fair, I don't think, to that aspect. Also, the lava aspect where it can burn you, I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, it's kind of annoying because, I mean, I don't really want to have to watch my step every step of the way, because I'll be shooting somebody and I'm not worrying about where I'm stepping, and whoops, you step in lava, you're immediately dead. So overall, the map just doesn't really work too well. It's just like a bunch of debris just thrown about the place, and it's just a bunch of mess just thrown all over the map, and it's just put into one neat little package for Black Ops 2. I was really not impressed with this one at all. So if you're looking forward to Magma, don't get your hopes up too high, but you know, there is always hope, because everybody, I mean, somebody's bound to like the map Magma, but personally I don't think it works well in this game one bit. So the next map, unfortunately, is, I believe, the worst multiplayer map to date in Black Ops 2. This map is called Vertigo. This takes place in India on a skyscraper, and it feels like this map has been done all too much. You know, there are a lot of skyscraper maps. I'll give you a few. There's High Rise from Modern Warfare 2. There's Overwatch from Modern Warfare 3. And this one is yet another skyscraper. It really kind of resembles, to me, Overwatch. It may not be the exact same map, but overall, the layout is very similar to those DLC maps from previous Call of Duty games. Overall, the map's colors are not very vibrant. So, like, when you first start looking at the map, you'll be thinking, it doesn't really look too visually appealing to me, so it's automatically kind of a turn off for me. I don't really like it just by looking at it. Then also, the map just plays too generically. Nothing stands out about the map as unique. You know, I don't think that the map is really terrible in terms of balance, but the overall, like, the playstyle of the map is nothing that we've not seen before. We've all seen this type of style of gameplay. If any of you guys played Call of Duty World at War, an older Call of Duty game, take the map Roundhouse, like one of the tank maps, and cut off the big edges of the map, and just like take the Roundhouse part in a little outdoor section. That's pretty much what you have here in Vertigo, only it's just kind of boring to play. Really don't like Vertigo at all. But, you know, the first two maps I really enjoyed really do outweigh the negatives for those two maps, Vertigo and Magma. So don't like that map at all. And the final piece of DLC, last but not least, is Mob of the Dead. This is a new zombies map. It was highly anticipated by many Call of Duty players, and especially the zombies players, but I'm not a huge zombies player, but I do enjoy playing it occasionally. And Mob of the Dead is definitely not what I expected. I expected a very big and broad map, which it lives up to that expectation, but I thought it'd be a more wide open map in some parts of the map. But, you know, when you start playing it, you'll realize, like the first jail cell area, it's very claustrophobic. It's very small, it's very enclosed spaces, so you can easily be trapped. And also, you'll realize that even in the outdoor portions, the map is very tight and concealed, it's very claustrophobic. So there's not a lot of space for error in this map at all. It's very difficult. I mean, from what I can tell, this is a lot more difficult than Dire Eyes was. It's just a lot more small in terms of the areas. They're very small and compact, and it's easy, and I mean easy, to get trapped. Now, the new thing that they added to this was pretty much the Afterlife. Pretty much once you die, occasionally, if you have an Afterlife perk available, you can pretty much become a ghost. You can pretty much activate perk machines, and you can run around for a certain amount of time before your Afterlife goes away. You can shock zombies, you can do like the power things to activate perk machines, and then ultimately you have to try to go revive yourself. It's kind of like Who's Who's, only that you don't have a gun in your hand. So Mob of the Dead is very big. It introduces the new Afterlife feature, which when you first play it, you're gonna think it's kind of odd at first, but once you play the map a full time through, you get used to it. But overall, the first time that you play this map, you're probably going to have some issues, because overall, this map is very small and confusing to begin with. It's just, if you don't know where you're going, it's just going to seem like you're running around aimlessly, not knowing where to go. So Mob of the Dead it's not a great map so far from what I can tell, but it's a map that's going to take some getting used to, and once you get used to it, I get a feeling it's going to be a very good zombies map overall. So the DLC is not too bad. I kind of like it. There's some pros, there are some cons, but overall nothing too bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later.